What's going on, guys? We're back. I want to share some ideas with you here today. Another one for today. Thank you guys for following here on my blabs and my rants. I think it means a lot to me so much. You have no idea, guys. So again, just really want to break down a little quick concept here. First, I was reading my book by Wayne Dyer, my second book, The Spiritual Solution to Everything. Those of you who have not been following me, I love to read Wayne Dyer. I think he's one of the old school motivational, inspirational, and I would say life coach in those days. But now, obviously, we have a bunch of new successful entrepreneurs and successful and motivational, inspirational teachers. But I like to go to the classics where it kind of all starts and where we're basically I would say renaming and reusing all the terms that they use in the 70s and 80s, and they're just bringing it back out now here in the 2000s and 2020 and above, now coming above, right? But it was really talking about how, whenever you start something, your intentions, obviously the power of intention, which one of his books I read, is very important, but also understanding that whenever we start something, it's basically we're doing what we get to do and we love it. You're not really caring for the results. Yes, the results in this world that we live in is a lot of results-oriented life, as far as like the money you make, the career you finish, the title you hold. So all these things are in our world, right? But he says protecting your inner world in the sense that your wins are yours, and nobody really else outside of you really has to know what that definition is. Everybody has their own personal definition to what makes them feel, successful or happy. And you can ask a million people, you get a million different responses. But as far as like, I think for me, being in the social media and adding all my videos here and there, I get a lot of contacts through DMs, and people are telling me, do you want to, grow this, want to grow that? I can make it successful. My thing of success for me is just being able to do this right now, being able to share my messages with you guys. And if I get 10 views, I'm like, hey, listen, that's 10 views I didn't have from before, right? Obviously, we can get kind of caught up in the numbers and in the algorithms and all those things, but at the end of the day, whatever it is that makes you happy, like, if you have to share something and that's something you have to share, I think that right there for anybody is a win, right? But sometimes we get lost in the numbers and all these things that we feel like we're losing, and we make it like a game, like, oh, well, you're losing if you're not at a certain status, have a certain amount of likes, videos, whatever it may be, which is the reason why I think Instagram is getting rid of the likes. But it affects us very deeply, and we feel that we must not continue, we're not good at what we're doing, so let's just let it go and let's go back to whatever it is that we felt was for us. But in that book itself, he's stating, like, at the end of the day, what really determines a winning situation for you or losing situation for you is really how you think about it. So as I said in my videos before, whatever it is that makes you feel that bliss, that way that you love to do, and you're doing it because you love doing it, not for a certain result only, is a win. And I think personally, I know myself, it is a challenge for someone that does what they like every day, because you don't want to get caught up in the numbers and in the stats, but at the same time you do want to see some type of progress. But understanding that you are the one that's really putting out these not limits, but these goals on yourself. So the goals are great and all, I'm not against goals, but their intention that you have, what he says in one of his books, is a much more powerful way to go about your things. Because goals is great, but if you have these goals that you do not meet, you're gonna feel some type of way. Understanding that you have no control of that. You can have gone and done every single day, done your let's say you want to get a certain amount of money, you might have gone and worked this amount of certain hours, overtime, maybe got a second job, and you still weren't able to make that income that you were kind of looking to make. You're gonna feel like you have to work harder and work more jobs, and then that's obviously you're going back in reverse, because now you're gonna exhaust yourself and you're really not gonna be productive. But in your mind, that's like the next best thing. So I think intentions are a lot more better as far as like what it is you intend to do every day. So if you're trying to start some type of blog, a vlog, I have my vlog here. Start off with at least one video a day, right? and hold yourself accountable to that, and that's enough for you. Like, that's a win. If you can do 2, you're obviously exceeding. If you do 3 or 4, you're making, you're making big leaps. But I think making small intentions daily, small steps, really works. Everybody has their own way of feeling happy, successful, but as they say, just trying to go for the clout, which is what teenagers are using nowadays. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing that's fame. It's not gonna really give you that happiness. You can have all of that. There's a lot of famous people out there, and a lot of people are not happy. So I think, from observation, the fame itself is not really giving you the happiness. It's an inside job. It's something that you have to do for yourself. Me making these videos here, something to do for myself. If they get viral, if they don't, that's its own creature, its own game. Like, for me, it's just sharing my ideas with you guys and thoughts, and meeting like-minded individuals that have that that drive to do what they want to do and be who they are. So the only thing I think for happiness is doing what you feel like you must do and be who you are. And everybody has their own, I think, meaning in life, their own way, things to do. So I am nobody to impose anything on anybody on here or anybody next to me or around me. But I'm doing the best that I'm doing for myself. And I think that we should all do that for ourselves. And if you're happy, if you're content with your life, you're more giving, more loving, more accepting of others, understanding we're all on a different path, and everybody has their own purpose, own mission, and hopefully this motivates you, inspires you to whatever is calling you is something that's calling you. And as I said in my other videos, it is for you only. And I'm not gonna have you come on this page and tell you what to do. You already know what to do. You just wanna hear it. But yes, do it. And yeah, don't really measure yourself on numbers and stats and stuff like that as far as if you're winning or losing. Really ask yourself every day, do I really want to do this every day? And that right there, you're winning every day. If you're able to do what you want to do every day and you're loving it, I think you're winning. So everybody that's doing that, best of luck to you guys. All the best for the new year, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.